hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy finish.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you...
Turning it on! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Syracuse right back at it. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move. Touchdown, Orange. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys.
Breaks into the open, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Canes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Syracuse right back at it.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. catch in the middle. It's strong. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Syracuse. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Well, that's a simple pitch and catch. That's called a stick route. It's a real quick out route in the middle of the field. The tight end's able to make the catch. Nice play.
To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Fights off a defender.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Rousseau. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. It's caught. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks that before the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the 1 a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. A quick pass to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down, they'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Snap in the shotgun. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off play action on 1st down. Caught close to the marker, it's Rousseau. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. 22, to the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. It's on target and complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal getting him tackled to the ground.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Cuse. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got room at the 35. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive going.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Syracuse right back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line, the offense looking for a score.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Orange! And they've moved out front. They're on the 4th.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Canes will punt this one away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on second down. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. The quarterback looks for a little space.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneaking its tracks.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. top of the drive from the 25. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.